friends. Previously in this chapter we learned about the compound interest, that is compounded annually. We learned the equation, that is amount is equal to, what is the equation? Amount is equal to P inside the bracket 1 plus R divided 100 raised to N. Okay, so this is the equation, and to find the compound interest from the amount, it is A minus B. Now after that we learn about the compounded half yearly. Compounded half yearly means 1 year is divided into half part. So it is 6 months and 6 months. So in 1 year our principal value is changed after half year. So in 1 year how many times we change our principal value? 2 times. So n will be 2 when we are considering for 1 year. If we are considering for 2 years, then our principal value will change 4 times. For first 6 months, after second 6 months, then third 6 months, and then fourth 6 months. Clear? So that is what compound interest half yearly. In that we need to divide rate of interest by 2, multiply n with 2 to find n and r when it is compound half yearly. After that we learn about the compounded quarterly. So what is compounded quarterly? Quarterly means 1 year is divided into 4 quarters, 4 parts. Okay, so that is 3 months, 3 months, 3 months and 3 months. Means our principal values change after 3 months, then again it is changed next 3 months, then next time it is changed after 9 months, and then is 12. So 1 year is, if 1 year is there, then we have 4 times our principal value change. Okay, so n will be multiplied with 4 when it is compounded quarterly, and rate of interest will divide by 4 when compounded quarterly. So now we will solve the example that is given in your textbook related to compounded half yearly and compounded annual quarterly. So let's start example 12 that is given in your textbook. What amount is to be paid on a loan of 12,000 rupees for 1.5 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly? Read this statement properly. That is compounded half yearly means our rate of interest and n will be changed. When it is compounded half yearly, then your n and r will change. So let's write values. So here P is given 12,000. Rate of interest is what? 10% per annum is given. You need to find for half year. So it is 10 by 2 is equal to 5% per half year. Now our n, that is 1.5 years. So 2 ones are 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 2 years. So how many half years? 3 by 2 multiply 2. So it is 3 half years. So our principal value is 12,000, rate of interest is 5% and n is 3 years. So amount is P 1 plus R divided 100 raised to n. So P is about 12,000. 1 plus rate of interest is 5 divided 100 raised to 3. Now here 5 is 100, so 12,000. 1 plus 1 by 20 is there. So 20 ones are 20 plus 1, that is 21. We get as 12,000. 21 by 20 raised to 3. So 12,000. 21 multiply 21 multiply 21 divide 20, 20 and 20. 3 0 will be cancelled out. 3. If you multiply 21, 21, 21, 3 and divide it by 2, you will get 13891.50 rupees. That is what our amount. Now, we can find the compound interest. Amount minus principal value, that is 13891.50 minus 12,000. So 50. 1,891.50 rupees. That is compound interest when it is compounded half year. You can find the compound interest when you can check your answer by using the equation for a simple interest. Now, as in the starting of compound interest, we learned that compound interest means what? Principal value is changed after 1 year. So, we can use the equation for a simple interest. So, let's use that method. Compound interest, in compound interest, principal value is changed after 1 year, means amount of previous year become principal of next year. That is what a compound interest. So let's use this equation. P is equal to 12,000 R. Now what is our R? That is 5%. And N we are considering it as a 1/2 half year. Okay, because first we are finding for 6 months. 6 months means it is for half year. PRN divide 100, so 12,000 multiply 5 multiply 1/2 divide 100. Now let's use the method of using equation for a simple interest. So what is compound interest? Compound interest means the amount of previous year become principal of next year. So that is what a compound interest. So we can use the equation for a simple interest to find the compound interest. In the starting of the compound interest topic, we learned the method of using simple interest equation to find the compound interest. So let's check your answer by using this equation. So here we are calculating for a half year, then our N will be half year. Or you can say it is 6/12. So from 12 months we are considering 6 months. And a rate of interest is 10%. So for first half year, PRN divide 100, our principal value is 12,000. Rate of interest is 10. N is 1/2 divide 100. So we get 600 rupees. That is a interest. Now amount for first year, that is 12,000 plus 600. That is 12,600. Now amount of this year become principal of next 6 months. So now for second, our principal value is 12,600. Rate of interest remains same and N is 1/2. So here SI2 is equal to PRN divide 100. 12,600. 10 1/2 divide 100. So that is 630. So this is a simple interest for second half year. So amount will be 12,600 plus 630. So you will get 13,230. Now we need to find for next half month. Now for third conversion period, we have SI3, that is PRN divide 100. Now our principal value is amount of previous year, that is 13,230. Rate of interest is 10. N is 1/2 divide 100. So if you divide this 1,323 by 2, you will get. Okay, so amount will be 13,230 plus 661.50. So it is 13,891.59. You can see if we use this method, then it is 13,891.50, and if you direct equation, then it is also same. So you need to use this method when you need to solve the example, but you can check your answer by using the equation for a simple interest. Now let's take example 13. So that is, find the compound interest paid when the sum of of 10,000 is invested for 1 year and 3 months. So here time is given 1 year and 3 months at 8.1/2% per annum compounded annual. Compounded annual is given, means your rate of interest remains same and time period remains same. But if we use this 1 year and 3 months, now 3 months means what? It is like this, from 12 months as a fraction we can write 3/12, so it is 1/4. So it is 1 and 1/4 that represent 1 year and 3 months. But if we use n is equal to 1/4, then in our equation our P1 plus rate of interest is 8/2 divide 100. N will be 1/2. Now this is like a fraction form. So we cannot solve this example when exponent is 1/4. So for this kind of example, what we need to do here, find the compound interest for 1 year and simple interest for 3 months by using amount of previous year, amount of 1 year as a principal for a 3 months. Okay, how can we solve that? You can understand if I solve whole example. So let's start here. We cannot use this equation because it is exponent 1/4. So for this kind of example, when it is compounded annually and time period is given like this, 1 year and 3 months. So compound interest annually means no change in n and r. So it must be 1 year and 3 months only. So first of all we will find the compound interest for 1 year. So let's find compound interest for 1 year. For that our principal value is 10,000. Rate of interest is 8.1/2%, that is 8 2s are 16 plus 1, 17/2%. And n is 1 year. Okay. Now write the equation. A is equal to P inside the bracket 1 plus R divided 100 raised to n. So P, that is 10,000. 1 plus rate of interest is 17/2 divide 100 raised to 1. Now this 2 will be multiplied with 100. So 10,000. 1 plus 17/200. So 200 ones are 200 plus 1, 217. Plus 17 is 217 divided 1000. So here 20 will be cancelled. 50. 270 multiplied with 50. So it is 10850. That is the amount of 1 year. Now this amount is used as a principal for a 3 months. So here we can write so here for a 3 months simple interest, it is n is equal to 3/12, that is 1/4. Rate of interest will remain same, that is 17/2%, and P will be 10,850. Okay, because we are finding the compound interest, so amount of previous year become principal of next year. So now simple interest PRN divide 100. So principal value is 10,850. Rate of interest is 17/2. N is 1/4 divide 100. If you solve this, you will get 230.50. So this is what simple interest for a 3 months. So what is the total interest? How can we find the total interest? Here we can find the interest for a 1 year. Compound interest is 10,850 minus 10,000, so that is 850. So this is the compound interest for a 1 year. This is the compound interest for 3 months. So total compound interest is 230.50 plus 850. So that is 1080.50 rupees. That is the total compound interest, because this is the compound interest for 1 year and this is the compound interest for 3 months, so total is 1080.50. Now next one, try this. First example is given. Find the amount to be paid at the end of 2 years on 2,400 at 5% per annum compounded annually. Compounded annually means your rate of interest remains same, principal amount will remain same, and will remain same. So let's start. Here principal value is 2,400, R is 5% per annum, and N is 2 years. So we can directly use the equation. A is equal to P inside the bracket 1 plus R divided 100 raised to N. So principal is 2,400. 1 plus 5 divided 100 raised to 2. Here we can consider 5 20s are 100. So it is 2400. 1 plus 1 by 20 raised to 2. 20 ones are 20 plus 1. 21 by 20 4 raised to 2. So it is 2,400 multiply 21 multiply 21 divide 20. So here 20 will be cancelled. 6. 21 multiply 21 is 441 multiply 6. So it is 2,646 rupees. That is amount after 2 years. So compound interest is. So here we need to find only amount. So that will be your answer. If the question is about find the compound interest, then you can find it by subtracting 2,646 minus 2,400. So it is 246 rupees. That is compound interest. You can solve this example up to this because in a question only amount is asked. So this is our amount 2,646. Now let's take the second example to find the amount. We can try this. So here at the end of 1 year on 1,800 at the end 8% per annum compounded quarterly. So it is compounded quarterly means your rate of interest will divide by 4 and N will multiply with 4. So here principal value is 1,800. Rate of interest that is 8% per annum. So to find the quarterly it is divided by 4, that is 2% per quarter. This kind of question can be asked, what is the rate of interest, what is the time period. So whenever it is quarterly, then divide rate of interest by 4 and multiply N with 4. So N is 1 year. So it is 1 multiply 4, that is 4 quarters. Clear? Now A is equal to P inside the bracket 1 plus R divided 100 raised to N. 1,800, rate of interest is 2, divide 100 raised to 4. 50. 1,800 multiply 1 plus 1 by 50 raised to 4. 50 ones are 50 plus 1, 51. Divide 50 raised to 4. So it means 1,800 multiply. Raised to 4 means multiply 51 4 times and divide 50 4 times. If you solve this, multiply 51 4 times with 18 and divide it with 125, you will get 1948.37. So this is our amount. If it is about the compound interest, then subtract 1948.37 minus 1080. So you will get compound interest. Okay. Here two examples are given that you need to solve homework. First is find the compound interest on 16,000 for 2 years at 5%, that is compounded annually. And next is find compound interest on 8,000 at 15% for 1 year if the interest is compounded half year. So for this your R and N will be changed. For this R and N will remain same.